Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Hello everyone and welcome to your English class. In our lesson today, we will continue with our fourth unit. Our lesson today is the form, meaning and function, the first part from this lesson in your books, page 58 and 59. All you need for the lesson today is your books, page 58 and 59, a sheet of paper and a pen to take down your notes. Let's get started. By the end of today's lesson, you will be able to use some common words to talk about environmental problems and natural disasters. Also, you will be able to form negative questions and you will be able to use relative adverb in sentences. Let's get started with these. What does it mean when we say save the environment? What is the idea of saving? Saving is to protect the environment. What do we protect the environment from? Our planet Earth. What do we protect it from? We can protect it from natural disasters and environmental problems. Like what? Here's from these examples, you can notice some environmental problems and natural disasters. Let's listen to what people had already said in here. Let's listen.
News reporter. Al Gore said that there were many who still did not believe that global warming was a problem. The Japanese fishing industry assured the media that they were fishing whales for research purposes. The National Weather Service has reported that a tornado will hit the West Coast at 4 p.m. today.
You noticed in here, some of these are natural disasters or environmental problems, like global warming is an environmental problem. Fishing or overfishing, this is an environmental problem. Tornado, we don't do tornadoes, they come, so they are natural disasters. So we can protect planet Earth from two, whether they are environmental problems, things that we had relation to, or natural disasters that we have nothing to do towards it. Okay, let's look at these some global issues. In here, we're having pollution, whether it is air pollution, water pollution, whatever the kind of pollution. Also, illegal hunting, when people are hunting or killing animals in massive numbers. So we will need them in the future. Deforestation, forests, then they will cut down these forests. It means no more. Deforestation, cutting down the forest for building houses and using these areas. Global warming, we are having the rising temperature. These are some of the global issues, environmental problems. Some natural disasters, things that we had nothing to do towards it. They happen and they will cause us problems, like tsunamis, like floods, the giant floods. Also, earthquake, the shaking of the earth. Also, floods, the increasing level of water because of rain or other reasons. Volcanic eruption, a volcano that will erupt, explode from the bottom to the top, eruption. Others, like erosion. Erosion, we will have no plants on earth. Forest fire, we're having forests that will have fires. These are natural disasters. And we're having tornadoes, just like the storms. These are some. Let's try to fill in each space with the correct word. We're having tornado, global warming, protect, and overfishing. Not only fishing, overfishing. My friends still do not believe that was a problem. We're having that global warming was a problem. The National Weather Service has reported that A will hit the West Coast at 4 p.m. today. The idea of hitting, which one would hit? We have a tornado could hit. We have to work together to our planet. After to, we need to use a verb. To protect, to save our planet. Threatens the life of fish. The idea of fish, so it is overfishing. Overfishing threatens fish. Okay, in your books, page 58, words connected with the environment and natural disasters. Some words that we commonly use when we talk about environmental problems and natural disasters are, here are the list: global warming, erosion, air pollution, water pollution, overfishing, deforestation, flood, earthquake, tornado, tsunami, volcanic eruption, forest fire. Some verbs: damage, threaten, rescue, protect, hit, and we're having research. Research as a process to help decrease the problems of natural disasters and environmental problems. How can we, in your books, page 58 as well, we're having environmental problems versus natural disasters. For the environmental problems, these are examples like global warming, pollution, deforestation, and overfishing. For natural disasters like tornado, storm, tsunami, and earthquake. Usually, environmental problems, people are the reason behind it. However, natural disasters, natural. We have nothing to do towards it. We were not the cause behind it. In your books, page 117, read the words, circle the words that doesn't belong. At the beginning in here, number 1, global warming, tornado, countryside, and earthquake. Which one do you think doesn't belong to the group? Which one? I believe it is countryside. Countryside is side of the city or the country. However, global warming, tornado, and earthquake, these are we're having global issues. Damage, city, threaten, and destroy. All of them are verbs except for city. City is a noun. Number 3, save, rescue, protect, and harm. All of them are verbs. However, we're having actually harm is different because protect, rescue, and save, they're having the same meaning, saving the environment. Witness, reporter, news, and we're having victim. Which word do you think is different? We're having actually all of them are about a crime scene except for the news. Witness, reporter, news, and we're having a victim. Okay. Now in your books, page 58, we can check this question. Is it there something we can do toward natural disasters? Aren't you going to help? Don't you want to save our planet? When we're speaking about natural disasters and environmental problems, I will ask these questions. Can't we do anything? Isn't there anything that we can do? Aren't we going to help? And don't we want to save our planet? What will happen here? These are all questions. But what is different about these questions? You notice the use of the negative? This is a negative question. It is a question. Aren't you going to help? But what does it express? It expresses that you are not happy about what's happening. It expresses surprise, usually. These are negative questions to express surprise and if you want to know more about the things. Your book's page 58, negative question. We can use negative question to check information or express surprise. Aren't you coming to the class today? I know that you're doing. However, it's a kind of question, aren't you? Or surprise. Is it there something we can do? Aren't you going to help? Don't you want to know what happened? So, more information or to express surprise. Haven't you seen the news? Didn't you ask them about the damage? It is actually a question that all we add is just the negative not. Just add not to it so it will express surprise or as if it were asking more information. Now in your book's page 58, exercise B. Write negative questions for the following situation. We want to express surprise or we will require more information. Here the situation is you recognize an old friend at the mall, but he doesn't recognize you. I want to express surprise. What would I say about the idea of recognition? Don't you recognize me? Don't you? Then the second one. Your friend is eating popcorn and is not offering you any. They're eating and not giving you any. You will express surprise in here. Aren't you going to offer me any? Aren't you giving me any of the popcorn? Notice the negative. Aren't you? Next, you are playing a board game. You want your friend to play the game too. You want them to come with you. Aren't you? Don't you want to play? Don't. Negative. 4. Someone came and joined the group, greeted everyone and forgot you. He said hi to everyone except for you. You want to tell them that they forgot you. What would you say? Aren't you going to say hello to me too? Aren't you? Didn't you notice me? You can say. Classes start at 8 o'clock. Now it's 8:30 and your brother is still in bed. Now I will tell that aren't you? Aren't you going to get up today? Aren't you going to school today? So aren't. Negative question. Okay, now in your books, page 117, we'll do the same thing. Exercise L. Write negative questions for the following situations. Let's read number 1. You and your friend planned to do a research on the internet with your friend's computer. Your friend just arrived at your house, but you don't see a computer. You need the computer and he doesn't have one. Now let's ask a question, a negative question. We will say, haven't you brought your computer? Instead of have you brought, haven't you brought your computer? Haven't. Number 2, your friend told you to meet at 5 p.m. in the museum. You are in the museum now. It is now 5:30 and your friend isn't there yet. You get a call on your cell phone from your friend who is still at home. He's still at home. Your appointment is 30 minutes ago. What negative question would you ask? Haven't you left yet? Aren't you coming? Here, haven't, aren't you coming. Number 3, you and your friends are at a new Japanese restaurant. You ordered food for everyone. You noticed that your friends aren't eating their food. You're not sure they like what you ordered. You gave them the food, but they didn't eat it. What negative question can we ask? Don't you like what I have ordered? Aren't you going to eat? Didn't you like the food? Here, don't. Negative. Number 4, you and your family are watching the news. The National Weather Service has issued a weather warning. There will be terrible storms. Your brother is on his way out of the door with his car keys. A tornado or maybe a storm is about to come and your brother is leaving. I will show him surprised. What would I say? Haven't you watched the news? Haven't you heard about the storm? Have? Now we will have haven't. Haven't you heard about it? Now I showed how surprised I am because of his own action. Okay, now in your book's page 59. Here we're having the TV reporter. He would say, the TV reporter said that the earthquake caused a great damage. These pictures show the place. These two sentences are giving us actually information. However, we usually need more information, more details. Like here, the TV reporter. We're having here, which reporter? Is he the weather forecast reporter, the sport reporter, or which reporter is he? I will say the one reported on the breaking news story. So this specific reporter, not any other one. Also, we have spoken here about an earthquake. Which earthquake? Which earthquake are you speaking about? The earthquake, the one that took place yesterday. You have to be specific. It happened yesterday or in this city or that country. Also, these pictures show the place. The place of what? The place of the earthquake or the place of the damage. So which place? The earthquake, where the earthquake happened. The place where the earthquake happened. So when you are giving information, you have to add extra details to show the people, is it this or that earthquake? Is it this or that reporter? So we can change the sentence to be that the TV journalist who reported the breaking news story said that the earthquake, which took place yesterday, caused a great damage. These pictures show the place where the earthquake happened. You noticed longer sentences, much more advanced sentences, as well as more detailed sentences. We have got to know much more about the event. It's not only any reporter, this specific reporter, this specific place. What have we used in here? We have used both relative pronoun and the relative adverb. Speaking about the relative pronoun. Relative pronouns are who when you are referring to people, the reporter who reported the news. Which, if you are speaking about things, the earthquake which occurred last week or yesterday. And you can use that for both people and things. The reporter that, the earthquake that. And you can use the relative pronoun instead of who, which, or that. You can use where, we call it an adverb, when you are referring to a place. The city where I was born. The school where I studied. In your book's page 59, relative adverb, which is where. We will focus on where. That is the school where I attended as a child. This where refers to the school itself. Also, that is the place where I grow up. Where I grow up, the place. Also, Dubai is the place where I want to go on vacation. I want to go on vacation, place, and we're speaking about Dubai. Home is where the heart is. So here, where refers actually to the home. So whenever we're having a noun, you can refer to this noun using who, which, and you can use that. Or if it is a place, you can use a relative adverb, which is where. It is actually where, if it is a place. For your homework, refer to your book's page 117, exercise L. Just complete the exercise in there. Exercise L on page 117. Okay? Guess that is it for the lesson today. And thank you so much for your time.